Nobody really knows that I'm eating. We are? Hello, hello! I missed you guys too. What we doing? What's going on? I know I was lost last week too, Robin. So was I, Teresa, and so was I, Helly. I didn't know what to do with myself. Because the power did went out for, what was it, about 45 minutes on that day. And then it was out for a few hours on the Monday, because that's between the Sunday afternoon, Sunday night, Monday overnight, or Sunday overnight. All the rain that had fallen was sticking. So it was just the power lines were going down, trees were going down. It was like, blah. It was not fun. Hello, I'm happy to see everybody too. Hello, hello, hello. Hello from Kentucky. That's Lady Kopek. Yeah, Papa's with us too. There he is in the corner with the flower quilt behind him. You got your Mafia shirt on, you go, Pat. It would have been, because the power was fluctuating and the internet was off and on, and it was just kind of like, you know, I said to Papa at about 10 a.m. That's when I had prepped these little pieces right here. It was about 10 in the morning. And I was watching something on Netflix, and I could tell it was, and I'm like, that's not a good sign, you know, and we don't want it to be frustrating for anybody to watch either, right? Even the replay would have been the same way. So, yes. So, I don't know, we did what we had to do, because, like I said, we lost power anyways. I know, I couldn't even sew. I did do some hand stitching, so it's okay. I had 2 quilts to finish out. They were kind of like 1/4 done projects. Blocks were partially done. Strips were cut for borders and stuff like that. But I didn't have to. I was given the challenge of finishing them together, making them as big as possible, and getting the backing ready, and quilting them up, and doing the binding, and hand stitching the binding. So on the little bit on Sunday and the Monday, you know, when we had the power outage anyways, I just worked away at it. So yeah, I got them both done. So it was very nice. It's not quite hung per se, Carol. I did a little moving my crud around. My friend Jo Marie was here. I think she came Wednesday. She came Wednesday for a visit. Anyway, she brought me chocolate. Love her. She's the one who lent me the hexagon ruler. So I should have given them back to her, but now I have another project in mind, so I'm kind of glad I didn't, but I'll give it back to her after that. So anyways, I had my fabric rack. It literally was just right out of your guys' view right here. That's why I never panned the camera that way. And as much as I love my fabric rack that has all my fabric on it, not shop fabric, like that's where I've been getting all my scrappies from, and the few people that have been here have seen it over bulging and so on and so forth. So I got sick of it being in my peripheral vision here, because I could see it here all the time, so it was driving me crazy. So I thought I'd switch things around, put it against the other back wall there, and then I always have a big quilt that I hang to block off a bit of the kitchen, so it kind of separates the quilt shop from the kitchen, because we share the space. So I kind of hid it behind there so I don't have to see it anymore, and I moved my thread drawer, my dresser, that I have all my long arm threads in. It all goes in here, nice, and all my beautiful colors, and I picked up a bunch of colors last weekend at the Creative Festival. And then I just moved the AccuQuilt cutter up onto a rack, and then my little threads that was here, I moved over there. So anyways, I tidied it up. It looks good. So anyways, the design wall is on top of the dresser. So it's kind of balanced there. It needs to be secured at the top, but I do like it that it's there, and I can use it and put things up. So yes, I have. when you lose power. Actually, no, I pretty much did that on Wednesday, and what else? And then I had a quilt on the long arm. It was stitching away, so, you know, as it's doing, it's 20 minutes across. I was fiddle, and shift around and tidy up, and I realized I do need to really kind of purge some of my fabric, so, because it can't have overflowing. When it's starting to spill out, it's too much, right? So, gotta nip it in the bud. Hello, Nadine. Are you on a break? Oh, yes, we got mail. We got mail, Helly. Oh yeah, we didn't do last week, sorry. Yeah, no, we just had some very power and ice and storm. It was not a lot of fun. So let's do mail before I forget, okay? We got mail. We got mail, we got mail, we got mail. Hold on, move my little bits off to the side here because that's all I got cut of these diamond shapes. And I followed the instructions from Jordan Fabrics. I just did my 2.5 instead of the 3. I didn't see why it needed to be much different than what they were going on. So this one here is from, I love the card, it's so beautiful. Cindy, it's on the front here. From Wisconsin, and of course, the cheese state. Love it. I had Pop and I giggling. I really did. We love it. So that's her 9.5 for the World Quilt. And that'll go off to the side there. And this was her 9 patch for charity donation. So thank you very much for that, Cindy. It was very much lovely of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we'll put that up there so I don't lose it. And this right here is from Hallie. You should recognize her fabric here. I would love a whole backing of that. That middle fabric you have there, Hallie, that is beautiful. And, you know, I'm going to show you guys her seams because seriously, I'm coming around. She's like Miss Precise. Hopefully you can see that. It is, they're like bang on, no messing around with her. Beautiful, beautiful. And I love the colors. The orange, the purpley, and then the mix is beautiful. So that was kind of some orphan blocks that she had sent me, so I can do some creative stuff with those. And I think I totally can. I love the green on this. It's stunning. Stunning, stunning. So that's Helly. And then hold on, we got a couple more. These are some of her 9 patches that she has made. Hopefully I didn't mix that up. Aren't they cute? Yes, totally adorable. So we're just going to put a few of those there. And she's already sent her 9.5 like months ago. She's probably one of the first fans. And the back, her seams are split and twisted. Can you see that? Impressive. Way to go, Ellie. Way to go. Awesome. Beautiful, beautiful. And this cute, oh, I love this pink. Love this pink. Beautiful. Lovely. Oh, and the swirls on this one. This you can almost just follow it with the quilting. That would be kind of fun too. Follow the swirls, right? There we go. So thank you very much for all that. That's beautiful. Can't wait to do some creative stuff with those 2 little orphany blocks that you gave. So thank you very much, Ellie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Much appreciated. Big hugs. And this one right here, oops, sorry, is from Karen. She sent her 9 patches. Just beautiful. Love it. Beautiful. As I said, we can almost make a whole quilt with what she just said. But I'll mix it up between a few quilts. So, you know, it's a block in this one and a block in that one sort of thing. So mix it all up. And very beautiful. There's a few more of those. I'll move those off to the side. Love the flowers. The yellow flowers and then the main flower in the center is beautiful. Oh, and this one here. That's a really, really light purple, like a very light lavender, and then the gray and the lavender in there as well in this pattern right here. It's very pretty. Very, very pretty. Oh, backing would be beautiful of that. Very lovely. And then this one right here. I love the brown swirl. It's like a little paisley sort of flower swirl. It's beautiful. Very nice. Very nice. So thank you very much, ladies, for sharing all your treasures. It's very, very nice of you. Hold on, I just want to make sure I'm getting all the 9 patches together. Okay. And you're going to get to the pile for the next quilt. Thank you so much. I want to show you one we have from our guild. A guild member, Myrtle, she actually, she's probably one of the founding members of the Erin Village Quilters. Let me just move this off the side so I don't get too sidetracked, okay? So thank you very much for your mail. I'm coming back, no worries. Anyways, her son, because our driveway was a little icy and her driveway was icy, so I don't think she wanted to leave. Her son dropped this off to me yesterday, and I cannot wait to quilt it up. So as a long armor and as a member of the Erin Village Quilters, I offer to do charity quilts at no cost. So because I know this is going to a good cause, I think we have either five or 6 quilts coming for Humboldt, which is the Saskatchewan hockey team. That, you know, was devastated with many deaths. So this is one of the ones that are going, and I will quilt it up. The backing is coming. And as the Mom and Pop Quilt Shop, we're donating the batting as well as the quilting. And then I'll square them up. And my friend Janice said she was going to help me with the binding. So go team. I love our little guild. There's only about 40, 45 members, but we sure work hard together. Beautiful work. Thanks, Myrtle. I don't know if she watches, but she probably doesn't. But yeah, no, she does beautiful work. I've actually seen some of her stuff on display when we were doing the market in Erin, and lots of little projects, little stuff I hadn't even thought about doing before, but it's just fabric art, right? So and you know, she's such a beautiful quilter, and I love all the colors in here. So yes, so beautiful. That's the start. That's the start of the quilts coming in for the Broncos, Humboldt Broncos. It is, right? So I think so. Yeah, she said pretty much. Yeah, she did beautiful. And then I think I've got some blocks coming my way too, but I'm not exactly sure. I did try and pull from my own collection, but I don't have those colors. I had the gold, I had the black and the white, but I didn't have the greens because I didn't have those exact kind of colors. And I showed what I had to pop, and he's kind of, I don't think that's going to work. I said, you know what, then we'll just, instead of doing a block as a weekend project, we'll just quilt them up, and and the quilting and the batting will be our sharing sort of thing, right? So yeah, well, hopefully you do it. Yeah, Pops is there. He's hanging out. It's beautiful. We've got the windows open. Such a change from last weekend. I tell you, Canadian weather is crazy. I know, so sad for those people, and they're so young too. Well, as a hockey community ourselves, some of those teams get housed with other teams, sort of thing. So I know we've actually had some of those Humboldt fellows, not necessarily those ones there, but in the past they've been like housed in our little hockey community here and housed up with other hockey players, like just down the street. So my neighbor was very much affected by it. So, because she says, I'm sure I had one of those boys staying here. So. Yeah. Hello, everybody. I probably haven't said any names, so I'm just going to say hello to everybody. Oh, excellent, Allison. That was so much fun. Stay tuned to Long Arm Wednesday. Surprise. Oh, yeah. All right. So let's get started here. Yeah, and I'd open up this window here, but the road is kind of a little busy this afternoon because I think all the motorbikes are out, so it's kind of like, it's understandable. But I got the kitchen one open a little bit, and Pops is open a little bit, and I think I forgot to put the Bender one open, but it was open yesterday. So it was nice to be able to have some fresh air through the house when, you know, the sun's out. It's such a temperature difference, and you know, the fact there's almost no more snow on the ground has almost disappeared. So, but compared to Monday, it's just been nuts. So. Okay, so what I did here is these were the leftover solid purples that I had from the North and South quilts. You guys will remember that. That was actually our first live stream that we started doing, that quilt. And that was for my friends, Lawrence and Tanya, and they had their 30th wedding anniversary. So that was kind of like their gift to them, or my gift to them. So I cut up what I needed to do because I had the strips. I did 2.5-inch strip, and then I laid it out just like the gentleman on Jordan Fabrics. He followed this line. He followed the 45 line and lined it up that you can get a nice clean cut, and then he did his 3 inches. Of course, I did mine 2.5 because that's what my strip was, 2.5, so I'm going to cut my angle at 2.5, or my next strip at 2.5. So I kind of like the way that he did his by lining it up on the line, and then you're just butting up the fabrics next against each other and then just doing that whole cut. So I like that. I've seen it the other way, and then you're following a line on your ruler, and I think when I did that via the tree skirt, I think I got a little wonky than I necessarily needed to be because of, you know, I like the way he did it. I thought that was weird when I saw it at first. I'm like, that's a little bit bizarre, but in the end, I think it works better. Well, for me, anyways. You know, everybody's different, right? What size hexi template way to get to fit a 2.5-inch square? Well, if it's a 2.5 inch square, that's a 5. It's probably, you're probably looking at a 2 inch hexie because you need the tips to come all the way down. You know what I mean? So probably a 2, maybe a 2 1/4 if they come in 2 1/4 hexie. That's 5. And the top gives you, across here is like 2 3/4, and then across the bottom, I'm assuming would be 5 inches. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm assuming that's why they give it a 5, because it ends up being 5 inches when you sew the, you know, from edge to edge and edge to edge this way when you sew the two together. So trying to make lasagna and watch you. I put ground beef on the slow cooker, and then we're going to add a can of cream of mushroom soup and a can of mushrooms, and then Munchkin, after we stream, is going to go down into the store and get some rice, and that's what we're having for dinner. So I tried to think of that before we started. So jelly beans and energy drink, and I'm rocking this last year. You go. Actually, I was munching on chocolate covered raisins because I needed a little bit of a buzz. But I wish I liked jelly beans. I don't like jelly beans. Actually, Hallie, that's almost kind of what it did here. Because it kind of warmed up a little bit a week before. And then we had that massive storm for 4 days, kind of put us out. And then now it's like spring is coming up. I see green things coming up in the lawn. I got grass growing. It's like, holy moly. We're not going to have a spring. It's just going to be summer. SOS on rice? I think my mom used to call that SOS on rice. Or was it Pops Pop? Pops Pop. That sounds funny. Pops Pop. My father-in-law. Hello, Susan. We're making beer barbecue for dinner. Is that like beer butt chicken? Pat? Is that what that means? Or beer? Is that what it means? SOS on biscuits. I've had it with biscuits before. But actually, maybe we should make biscuits instead. We have the stuff for biscuits. I think I may change my mind there. Okay, what does that mean, Pat? What does it mean, beer barbecue? Yeah, I'm so happy for spring. Oh my gosh, and the fact I could wear my lighter coat on Friday afternoon, crossing guard, and not my big winter coat was such a big thrilling moment for me. It's the little things, I tell you. It's the little things. All right, so we'll put these away, but I do have an idea. When Angie was here in the wintertime, we got delivered one of these like Power Pages, foam book, bibbity bob thingies, right? And she said about doing scrap piecing to it and then using it as a template. And I thought, you know what? This fits perfectly on here. So when my whole scrappy quilts are done sort of thing, I really do like this half hexie. And I think I'd like to do it with black, white, and all my scraps. Black, white, and all my scraps. But I'm not going to have any black or white in my scraps. I'm going to choose just colors for the scrappy bed. And then put it all crummy style or hickety-pickety, doesn't matter. Whichever way it goes, and then I go and I got to cut it out, whichever shape it makes it the wonkiest, and then it's stabilized by the paper, and then I can just rip it away because this is really thin stuff, right? So thanks to Angie for the idea, and thanks for Jo Marie for the tool to give it to me so I can finish that idea. So that's why I'm going to use this one more time to finish that. So yeah. And I think it'll be nice, you know, even just a crafty shape size, a wall hanging or something. I think it'd be kind of cool. I've never used any sort of other paper, like even Robin, she uses calculator tape. And she did her whole border of her curtains for her craft room in the calculator tape. And I never even heard of that before. I'm like, what is this crazy thing she's doing? But wow. And it really does stabilize it. And it's so beautiful. Her curtains are gorgeous. You guys have to check her out. Who's missing out? What? I'll be watching Astros game. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, her curtains are fantastic. I got to make me some of those. That'd be nice for the window that I have over here, but I do like it open so I can see the traffic and people walking their dogs and, you know, make faces at them as they're going to work. All right, so back to this. So in in the Lone Star, you have 8 points, and those 8 big diamond points end up making the whole Lone Star itself. So in my Scrappy adventure going on, I didn't want to, like, the one from Jordan Fabrics had certain fabrics. It had like blue and then gold and then the red and then the blue and the gold and the red, or whatever it was, the way they had it laid out. There's like 20 pieces of there, but I kind of want mine to be 20 different pieces per blade. But if I can try and keep them the same per blade, you know what I mean? That would still add a nice continue color and pleasing to the eye, like it was supposed to be, like the star, but it's all continuous all the way around. So when I was cutting these out, I thought if I can get 8 of each color, and that gives me 1 piece for each diamond, and hopefully when I can place it around. I'd also thought about doing a spiral effect. So you have one in the center, and then you're taking that color and you're kind of spiraling it outward all the way, and then I'm like, okay, let's just wrap your head around the Lone Star to begin with, and then maybe try that as another adventure sort of thing. But I think as black and white, that would be really funky. I think that would be really kind of cool. So that's what I was going to do. I know spiral would be awesome, right? But I'm going to wrap my brain around the whole project first. What's going on? Oh, you can't really see what I'm doing down here? Oh yeah, I'm going to have to piece a lot of stuff down here, so the top's going to get cut off a little bit. Sorry. Yeah, you're going to have to see what I'm doing because I have to lay out these big stars and shapes. So thanks, Pop. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and make sure that I can cut the 20 different pieces, but place them in a way that's appealing when replicated, you know, when going all the way around for the other 7 pieces. So what I was trying to do, I have a little bit more of these, so I'm just going to put them off to the side of what I have more of 8 then. Your head is still, that's all that matters. As long as I don't get lopped off the top. All right, so there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so these can go into the scrappy bit pile. And then I want to make sure I have 8 of these. I want to mix it between solids and these fun pattern prints that I have here, like this. I picked this up at the Creative Festival, and I picked this up at the Creative Festival, and I have a few more solids and a few more prints in here that I know I have more than enough to do this quilt. So I was almost trying to think of another idea of how I can make the triangles to finish off the star, and then the squares in the corner, how I can make those to be a little bit more scrappy too. So let me just do the whole star first, and then we'll work on the outer points. One thing at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's just make sure of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So that's 8, that's 8. So that's pretty much going to be my goal, to try and get 8 of each color that I'm cutting out of 20 colors. So hopefully I've got, 4 here. It'll be 16 more to go. So do I... Oh, Helly, but I found the half hexy templates easier and quicker to use. What was the hex and more ruler? What's a hex and more ruler? Well, obviously it's a hexagon and more, but what more does it do? I need to know, Helly. Tell me. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so that's 8 of that one. We'll put those up there. Those up there. I may save those for the borders or something if I figure something out, or a pillow extra to give. This quilt is going to Auntie Julie. She's been a fan of our channel right from the get-go. Right when we started filming the North and South quilt, she'd pop in and say hello. This is Pop's aunt, his mom's sister. And yes, so thank you very much, Auntie Julie. And I know she loves purple, so this is for her if she's watching. I'm not sure if she is. She may be out sunning herself. Why not? It's a beautiful day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or we'll just link her. We'll link it to her, and she'll be surprised. So surprise! All right, so I have all these little bitty bobs left over. And just in case if I mess up on one of those, I've got an extra one here, but I don't want to get it confused with my pile, so I'm going to put it over there. So here's actually how we start cutting them. So So let me put my stack up here. I need some 2.5-inch strips. Out at our shop hop. Fun stuff. What made you decide? Actually, that was one of the ones that Pop had found for me, because I was, he knew what I was looking for, but he has a better eye for reading reviews and price comparison and so on and so forth. He's really good at that sort of stuff. Put me in the fabric and I can go make something, right? So, we all excel at our certain strengths, so let's do it that way, right? And he found this one, and he says it does the embroidery that you want to do. It has a bunch of fancy stitches. It does this, it does that. It can, it had a big throat and so on and so forth. So it was one of the ones that Pop had suggested. So, hello, Pam, my fellow crossing guard. You should use your hexie ruler, Connie. You really use your hexie ruler. It's fun. It's fun. I was looking at the Jenny Doan's pattern, and I thought, well, that looks really neat, but it looks really kind of complicated. But really, after you guys watch the weekend video, you got this. It's really great. It's only those two little pieces you got to line up first, because you're lining up a short side on a long side, and to you, your brain is like, that's not going to work. I'm going to have this Y seam, which I don't want to deal with, but it's not. And then you just keep building up and building up and building up and building up, and then it's easy peasy after that. Easy McPeasy. All right, so there is some of that. I love that. Now, the thing is, can I get 8 out of the fabric choices? So I may have to put some off to the side, knowing it will not make it into the quilt because I just can't get enough of it, unless I can put it around the edge. So depending how this, I think this measures, because it's only doing a 2.5 by 2.5, it's not going to be the same measurement as they have on their website, the Jordan Fabrics Lonestar, because they're doing theirs as 3 inches. So, all in perspective, the math, it's obviously going to be a few inches shorter in the end, but, we can only do what we can do. All right, I kind of want to equal the solids and the prints out. I don't want too many solids. I don't want too many prints, because when looking at the whole over scale of it, I don't want to be too busy on the eyeball. So we'll put that one to the side. I know I got a little bit more of this, so I know I can get the 8 I need out of this kind of darker purple. Is it the same as that? No, it's quite different. Hopefully you can see the little bit of difference on there. On the screen. So that's fine there. Okay. So we'll know we'll have enough of that. So that'll be color 5, color 6. I definitely want this one. Love this one. Love the circles. So that'll be color 7. Does that have too much white in it? I thought about having a white either at the very, very tippy point of the center, or having a white in the center of the whole diamondy thing. You know what I mean? Because it's 5 by 5. I can put one right in the center sort of thing, right? So I don't know. What's your thoughts? Right in the very tippy where it all meets together, or the very tippy's there, or the tippy in the center? Did purple's black and gray? Oh, I bet that does. It reads more lavender. Well, there is a bit of white on it, so I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure it's A-okay. White in the center? Yeah, see, there was a couple of ideas that ran through my mind. Just that nice, clean, pristine white, or I have that white with that little bit of flower print. Remember I showed you guys? So I could add that in there too if I needed a little bit of texture on that white. Sometimes white needs a little bit of texture. All right, so we'll leave that there, because that's 5, 6, 7, 8. There's not enough of that. I think I had to, okay, here's 9. And I had like a stack here. Oh yeah, it's a kind of a cream on white or a white on white. It's got a little tiny flower for it. I was trying to see if maybe that would be good enough for the center, so, or even borders, because I have a nice thick cut of it too. I think it's like 4 inches. So I may use that for the border. There's quite a bit of pieces here. Let me put that off to the side. Oh, I did change my machine to the high performance foot and the high performance plate. And I don't have a lot of purple thread, so I chose the darker of the pinks that I got on sale, that fabric, and I just loaded up like 3 bobbins and I'm ready to rock and roll. I don't see why pink would make a difference. I'm sewing it together. I don't need purple. So I didn't want to just use white because I'm almost out of white and I don't want to run out. So that's another one too. I really like that. It's got berries on it. And it's got varying shades of purple on it, like pinks and purple. It's really quite pretty. You guys can't really tell, can you? The light's not really giving it any justice. There we go. That's kind of cute. So I'm going to put that there. That's another one for the pile. So that was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so let's put that. That'll be 10 off to the side there. So I need to get 10 more. So if I'm using a white, then I only need 9 more. Since this is already pre-cut, I think I would like to try and save it for a border, if need be, and I can always do my other white. This is a nice dark purple. It's got a really cool flower print to it. Hopefully you can see that. It's really lovely. So I love that. I think I got that as a fat quarter. There's a couple fat quarters in here that I didn't see. I could, oh, it reads red, does it? Oh, it's not really. It's purple. It's purplish. Maybe it's just because of the small camera. Maybe if I hold it up to the big camera, you can see that a little bit better. Does that read purple there? Hopefully. Okay, so that goes there. So that'll be that one. I really like that. And I think a whole quilt out of that would just be really pretty. Okay, so that would be 11. Here's another fat quarter. It's more on the darker sides of the purples. It doesn't say what it was. Pick that up. Actually, I think that was given to me. Here, that's pretty. Nice pretty purple there. Nice fat quarters. A good way to use some of your fat quarters and use your whites and your grays and stuff like that. And this is like a more of a plummy purple there. There. And then I think I already had that, didn't I? Wasn't that there? Yeah, that's already there, so we don't need that. So that'd be 11, 12, 13. And this is really, really light. It's almost got like a little tie-dye sort of thing look to it. Good morning, Sassalette! And all of our Australian friends. Okay, so that would be, what, 14? 12, 13, 14. And then there's this one here too. It's got a little bit of a black flower on it, but it is a dark purple. Hopefully you can see that. There we go. Well, that's pretty. I like that. Okay, there we go. And so that would be 15. And then there's this one for sure. I totally want to keep that one. That would be 16. Beautiful. Okay. And then there's this one, which I thought, no, actually it's quite different than that one. I thought maybe it might have been too close to the other one I showed. And that's more of a, almost like paint textured, you know, sponge painting way back in the day. That's got some purples on it too. And then I had this one, but it does seem to read a little bit more white to me. And I thought maybe that's what I could do in the center, but I really do want to put white. So what do you think of that one? Is that too much white, or has it got enough purple on it that it could go? Tell me. I was leaving a couple up to you guys. So, all right. So it looks like I need to grab a couple more from here. I have more of a turquoisey, not turquoisey, like burgundy. And then there was this flowered one here. And I think there was, oh, I wish I had more of that one. That would have been nice. Okay, yeah, there's a couple of plummy, really plummy kind of colors here in burgundy. And here was another one. That was really pretty. Too white? You think too white, Denise? Yeah? Looks too pale? See, that's why I kind of hummed and hawed about that one. So there's that one there, and then I even have this one too, and then of course I have white. So that would be 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and white is 20. Bob's your uncle. We're good to go. Okay, so we'll move this patch over here, and I think I had my white. Yeah, here it is. My white was here. But should I use this solid, or should I go and grab the white with the little flowers? Is it going to be too busy with the little flowers? It does need some, doesn't it? It needs that little bit of lightness. Even though there's a couple of light purples in here, it does seem to be like a lot of darker color purples though. But I think once you get the whole blend out with the little diamonds next to each other, it's going to look lovely. One with the flowers? Okay. I'll just go grab it. I haven't left you. I'm not leaving. Just gotta go grab it. Right, Sophie Lovey. Hi. She's still napping on her bed. See, it's a good excuse for me to open it. I love a good excuse. Here, and I'll show it to you. I'll show it in the big camera so you can really see. Hopefully. Move it out a little bit. Trying to get it so I can even see it on the other camera. But anyways, it's quite pretty. It's got a nice, I think it's just because the light's a little low. I was wearing a hat earlier, and I think Pop was setting up the light for that. All right, so anyways, it's quite pretty, so we'll use that then instead. And like I said, I only need a little bit. It's not like I need a whole lot. So, okay. Yes, I do like that too. It is called Simply Natural from Northcott. It says colored 10, and I got 10 meters. And I'm sure I got a pretty good deal because I don't buy anything full price, ever. I'm too cheap for that. I even wrangled with the guy when he sold us the house. I don't pay full price for nothing, unless I absolutely have to. All right, so yeah, I love that one too. All right, so I'm gonna move these guys off to the side. These ones right here, this 10 pack, and I'll deal with this bit here to finish off 10, and then we'll make another 10, and then we'll start sewing together. Very excited, very excited. I saved all the picking stuff for you and I to do together. All right. Okay, so I need to press this because that is sadly wrinkled. Okay, let's move this off to the side here. There we go. Yeah, and I even think the burgundy would just be fine with the purple as well because it's a red-purple mix, right? So as long as you don't venture into the red. You know, but gray and purple and black do look fantastic together. Oh, chili's done. Yummy, yummy. Are you going to cut them on? No, I'm actually just cutting them on my board. I just want to show you guys you could do it the same way. You don't need an AccuQuilt cutter. You didn't need the parallelogram cutter at all like I did for the blue Scrappy Quilt. It's just, I'm just using my own cutting board, and that's it. Just the same as he did from Jordan Fabrics. I'm just using their example. I'm just following. I figure, you know, this is one I've always wanted to try. It seemed like it was an easy enough one for me to wrap my brain around. And that I can progress with it. But when I was thinking about it, I didn't really want it. I wanted to do it the 3 inches, but I thought, how can we make it a little bit more jelly roll friendly? Like you say, you get a jelly roll and you don't know what to do with it. Maybe make a Lonestar. It doesn't all have to be, you know, make it a different colors, right? So, yes, yeah. Some of them have been washed. Not cheap, just smart. How much is a meter? 40 inches, 39, yeah, 39, 40 inches. Somewhere. I cut them at here at the shop. I cut it anywhere in between 40 and 41 just to make sure, in case I'm not completely accurate no matter which way, they're always getting their meter, so. Yeah, I was gonna say a color watch probably. Maybe I'll do that, wash the top first, put it in a baggie, wash the top, then go from there. It should be okay. I know this one's been pre-washed. That one would worry me if I was, if I really, really was worried. But like I say, little color catcher in there to be just fine, I think. Always take the chances. Okay, so we press that. Now we need our 2.5 strip. I can probably get the 8, well, you never know. Let's do this one too. Just to be on the safe. I forgot what I cut because it did that like last week already. And then I stopped and started doing something else because I had no power. Okay, so I want to cut this chunk here that I have right here at 2.5. So I'm going to move these guys off to the side. Put my little stack of little buddies there. Put my stack of other buddies there. Run out of room. Okay. Now I only did it, I think it was 2 at a time when I was lining up the strips after I cut them 2.5s, okay? Just because I was unsure of exactly what I needed to do, and I thought if I only wasted 2 strips, then that was fine, better than wasting 4. But now I kind of understand what we got to do, okay? And the reason I'm not being so fussy about whether this is left or right is because this is a solid. So, okay. See, what he was doing, or what you should be doing, is lining it up on your 45. You got on your mat. You should, or make one if you don't have one, a 45. So, and then he was cutting to making sure you can get a nice clean cut from tip all the way up, and not wasting this little bit right here, and then go 2.5 and then cut, and then 2.5 and cut, and that gives you your perfect little diamond. Okay. Show you right there. Okay. And that's how you get your little diamonds out of them, okay? So lining it up, making sure, and then you just cut as many as you can out of that strip. Of course, like I said, I'm cutting 2.5. So that's my one little set. I'll do my second set. I like this. Oh, no, that wasn't that one. We were doing the other side. Okay. We'll grab this one. We'll get a couple of strips at 2.5. And if I have any extra, like I said, I can always go around the outside, or I can make a small pillow. It doesn't have to have the 20 diamonds to make the pillow. You can make a smaller one. I can, there's lots of things that can be done with it. I can make her a bag, or make me a bag in memory of it, or keep it for my scraps, Okay, so cut the 2.5. I'm just going to pop the purple stuff off to the side there so I know I've used it and I'm not going to get confused. Now this says, it says to cut in half, and then you have half for the lefts and halves for the rights when you're doing your cuttings. I didn't seem to really give two toodles about the solids, but I kind of do about the prints. So I'm going to cut this in half, and it has you cutting one upside down with all the wrong sides up, and the other one with all the right sides up. Okay, so we're going to put that into the upside down pile and the right side up pile. And the upside down pile and the right side, because it had to do with the cross grain and how it went together, and it had less puckering in the center and so on and so forth. So I'll take them at their word. They seem to know what they're doing. They got lots of peoples on their side. So okay, so line that up on that edge, on that 45. I think actually it has a little wrinkle, so I'm going to give it a press. Okay, get a nice flat. Okay. All right. And I'm making sure that even my salvages are past that cut line. Like I'm not going to come into that salvage at all, because that would be a wasted piece, right? So I'm going to line that up on the 45. Line this other one up. And you just come up so it all lines up with the, my line I'm trying to go off of is 34, okay? So I'm trying to get a nice clean cut, straight up 34. it'd be 31.5, be 20, you know, so on and so forth as I come up and do my 2.5s going this way, right? Okay. And I'm making sure I'm getting a nice clean cut going all the way. Oh, pre-cut English. Oh, wow. That must have been very, very, very pretty with all those stitches for sure. Okay, so now I'm going to come, like I said, I only want to do 2. Make sure they're stuck up against each other. You're hugging the line on the one set, making sure you get nice clean cuts on the other. Like I said, he was doing like 4 and 5 strips at a time. I'm not that confident, so I'll just do what I got to do. So there's my first cut. That'll be to the scrappy pile. I'm going to come over 2.5 inches and do another cut. And that's going to give us more diamonds. So I got 2. So if I need 4 cuts, it should give me my 8, right? Hopefully I get 4 cuts out of this. Up 2.5 inches. So there's my half, my 1, and my 1. So I got half of those and half of those already. Well, I guess I only need 4 in one direction and 4 in the other. Don't I? Instead of 8 all in the same direction. Does it really matter? It probably does. Let's do it right. Okay, so I'll only need those 4 from those blocks. So I guess I have to make sure I've got my lefts and my rights all onto the same side. It's going to get confusing. Yeah, exactly. If my strips were 3, I'd be cutting 3. The only reason why I'm doing 2.5 is because I'm cutting 2.5. I've already cut my strips at 2.5, so. All right. So I'm assuming that makes a difference. Because now I'm cutting on the other side? I don't know. That's the way he had it. He's the pro. All right, we're going to move this down. Move that there. I'm going to have lots of scraps from my purple scraps. I don't think it would have mattered with the solid, but whatever. We'll do this. Okay, and then 2.5. And 2.5. And that's all we really need, isn't it? Because I got 2 and 2 here. So that'd be the left pile. Right? Okay. Save all this stuff for the borders. I think I only need 1 piece of each. He's watching TV. Who's watching TV? Anybody can watch. We welcome. Probably only need 1 strip of each, 1 going one way and 1 going the other, right? Or 1 cut, and then just make sure it's, because I am doing 20 of different colors, right? So I guess I'm just trying to wrap my brain around it. Didn't seem to bother me too much with the solids. Okay, so upside down and right side up. Okay, that's down there. We'll do these ones. Do. Myself a nice clean edge. And 2.5. There, and there. Do. Bye, Becky. Have a fantastic day. Oh, this is called Twilight Vine. Isn't that pretty? Probably going to need more of this because this is just a fat quarter. It's not like a whole strip. So let's cut 2 of each. Can always make use of it. Actually, I bought it for this project. I got it last weekend. So we'll have one go that way, and blah, blah, blah is going that way, and then one more. That's what I was thinking, even with but they had it cutting they had it different ways. It was, so I thought she was very adamant about the cross grain and cutting it that way and cutting it this way. So I thought, well, they're the pros. I guess what I'm more worried about is that very center spiral, I guess, you know, because they go together, right? Oh, helps if I cut it. Whoops. Clearly I didn't go all the way. So you there, and then we'll cut some more. Okay, that's off to there. All right, so probably didn't need the two, but that's okay. Line that up there, and then we're just going to butt the other fabrics up against the edge. Line them up. Give it a press first because it's wrinkled. Yeah, our plants are growing downstairs, or growing in their little greeny house area. Very excited to be getting them outside. We weren't sure if it was coming considering last weekend. It was like, what? And there was actually Newfoundland and Labrador areas expected like 50 centimeters of snow this weekend, and I felt so bad for them. They already have like 6 feet of snow. And then I said to Papa, well, can't they just push it into the ocean? He goes, yeah, the road and your yard snow. And I'm like, and your driveway snow? I'm like, yeah, okay, that's probably not the brightest idea. Sorry. All right, so we should, in all theory, because we've staggered it, be able to cut enough to finish. How big is my mat? My mat is 70 by 34. 70 by 34. Yeah, I thought, you know, I need to wrap my brain around it first. I'm probably sure it's really simple once you get it done the first time around. Okay, I can move some of these fabrics up to make sure I'm utilizing them as much as possible. Okay, because this is going to be my cut line here. Okay. It's not waist knot, right? Waist knot, want knot. Making sure I'm still on my 45. Oops, everything kind of shifted. We'll line everybody back up, back up, back up. Okay, I was brave. I did 4. Cross your fingers. Okay. All right, 2. Okay, and then 2.5. 1, 2.5, all lined up, edge to edge, and cut. And 2.5. All lined up and cut. 2.5. All lined up. And 2.5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, which is what we need for the one side. Okay, so, well, actually, no, I cut more than what I needed of those ones, but you know what? I'm going to give them a shot. Just stick them over there. Lesson learned, right? We'll figure it out. We need all those and all those. Okay, so those and those, and this and those, we need to cut the other ones of. Okay. Let me get maybe some of his a little bit laid out and get sewing here. Still just got to cut. I'm like, I didn't want to miss out on you guys with the whole cutting part, so, because it's essential. to understanding how they came up with their pattern design, right? So turn the fan on though. For some reason, it's got really warm in here. If it's too much vibration, I will turn the fan off. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, one more equals 4. And those guys go over here. Okay. And we'll put that off to the side. Okay. So that's their pile, that pile. So we should have 10 now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so there we go. That's our piles over there so far. Our piles over here so far. Now we get to tuck into this pile. Okay. I think that might be a little bit too dark for what I'm looking for. Is the gingham too much white? If I opt to take this really kind of plummy burgundy out and put that one in instead? I don't know. Oh, we had what from the zoo? Oh, yeah. It's okay? I don't know. To me, this just seems a little bit too dark for me. I've got some other purples here. I don't want too dark. I don't want like really, really dark. I thought a nice little pop. And then maybe with that little bit of white in this one and a little bit of white in here. And, oh, what else do I got? What else Claire wants to know? Yeah, sorry. I don't know. Hold on. What else do I have in here? That's a good question. I have this one, but to me it reads too much white. There's that one. It does have, it's purple and white. I don't like this one. For some reason, the dark is making me a little depressed. So I don't want to be too depressed. That's too white. Yeah. I think I might stick with the gingham. It's either that or I think there's this plummy purple. Have I done this one yet? No, I could do that. I could do that plummy purple instead. Yeah, you think so? But then there's all of these two kind of purples in here that are kind of dark enough. Way better? Yeah? Okay, I'll do that one instead. I kind of like that one better. I don't know why. Just know what you like when you like it, and that's just that, right? Okay. So opt to have that one out, and we'll do the other ones here. Okay, so we'll line that one up. Oh, we don't have to cut right now. We could add some more. Okay, let's do this. Then it's just a little bit of balance between the lighter tones and the darker tones, you know. Well, there. Okay. Let's put that back in there. Seems to be we only need like one strip, and I just need to split the strip. So, nice clean edge. Okay, so that's that, and that. That over there. This is some of my favorite. This was a gift. This purple was a gift, and I love it. It's beautiful. Okay, and 2.5. I'm hoping sometime this summer we could do a couple of live streams on the deck, you know, like out in nature, and hopefully it doesn't get too bad. I won't probably be able to see your text, but. Poor Pop, what's going on? As we were talking earlier about, he's probably the only one who can handle me. And all the crazy that comes with me. It's just what it is. So they say take it or leave it, but you'd probably leave it at the side of the road, so I prefer you take it. I don't want to be left behind. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're busting through the stash, and we're getting. I can make like another 2 purple quilts. I'm telling you. See, I really thought I was going to put a dent in my stash with doing these scrappies, but I think I should have made it a project of having five of each color. 5 purple quilts, 5 green quilts, definitely 5 blue quilts. It's okay, I'll just have to be inventive on how to use it. I think they multiply when they're all hanging out together, and then you fluff them up, and then it's like, oh, we've been fluffed up. We need to show our stuff. And then it's like everywhere. Okay, there's that. And one more. One more for good luck. Hi, Lucy. Never really used purples? I don't think I've done a few purple things, but not too many. I did have to do the Led Zeppelin t-shirt quilt, though. Like I said, I only had a couple of days to do it, so I had to get her done. I thought I had a longer time, but I didn't. Well, you know what I thought did. Went right out the window. So that's all done. I'll show pictures. So check them out. They'll be on Facebook on the Mafia group. Okay. Oh, take a sit for a moment. Oh, does Clive? Not dies Clive. He was outside because he was bugging Pop and I earlier. So we put him outside, and I think he got tired. So I think he's out napping somewhere. He's found a spot where I've been putting my fabric. Some soft stuff hit the floor, so he made a nice little bed out of it, and that's where I found him earlier today. I was like, "Where's the cat?" But now he's meowing his face off for some particular reason. It's like, oh, good gravy, cat. We haven't even done the countdown. There's nobody to talk to. There's no point. Oh, who brought cookies? I want some. All right, so making sure I got like a 1 strip of each sort of thing. So I can figure out, do my lefts and my rights and my rights and my lefts. Okay. Do. Second a do-si-do. Okay, all right, so let's line some of these up here. Oh, I think I still needed to get white, don't I? And I still need to cut white. Well, let's get all these ready first, okay? I think the nice contrast between the purples and then the lighter tones and the darker tones is going to look really pretty in that whole big star point, right? And when you got 8 of them to do, the fact that you can copy the colors going from one to the other, I think it's going to look really neat. You know, do something different, be brave. Life is short, live it. You know, you're here for that, so here for living, so live it. Okay, all right, now we're gonna cut some of these babies up. Put those off to the side. And we'll cut these up and then we'll do some. You're fine, she has been cutting. Oh, what? Yeah, just cutting, sorry. It's okay, you're good, Terry. I'm trying to get all our little diamonds, okay? And I've chosen 19 different purples, and I'm going to grab 1 white because these are 20 by 20, or sorry, 5 by 5 pieces, I guess, so 25 in there, and they're on the diamond shape. So I like to say block, and I think she even calls it a block, but you know, it's the best block that it can be because it's a diamond, right? So, but you put it together the same way, right? It's nothing too complicated about it. And I'm lining up on the 45, and then I'm cutting the 2.5ers out. And these are 2.5-inch strips. Trying to line it up so I'm not using any of the salvage. I'm not making the first cut a wasted cut or the last cut a wasted cut, you know. I'm just trying to stack a couple layers and get the last little bits of these bobs done. Okay. I got many shades of purple here. And I've been wanting to do the Lonestar for at least two to 3 years since I really realized what it was. Like, I've seen the star, but I didn't realize what it was called, right? You know, when you're still relatively new to the whole, you know, following the patterns of quilting or just being your rebel self in quilting, which I always was. I'd make up my own patterns, do my own things. I'd rent books from the library and go from there and see where I can go. So I got probably the first 10 to 15 years of any patterns. I didn't get them off the internet. I got them off from the library. So, and just recently, really, got any off the internet. Okay, think I've got that about as lined up as I can get it on the 45 line. So it's this piece is on the line. This is butted up against, butted up against, butted up against, and we should be okay. I am going to stand for this, of course. As opposed to, no, I'm not going to stand for this. Eat what you cook quickly. Oh, cookies. Yeah. Small ones don't count. All right, so I need to try and get 4 cuts. Oh, what am I doing here? Is that my 40? Okay, let me move this up a bit. Move this up a bit to utilize the fabric. Oh, move it down. There. And there. Okay. Now move you back in line, sillies. Okay, I don't want to make my first cut wasted. I just want the littlest bit as possible being chopped off, right? Jeepers creepers. Lots of tweaking with this. And that's why I started off with just doing 2. Like, oh, it's going to drive me bonkers in no time. All right, so 34 all the way up. Nice clean cut and getting everybody in the pool sort of thing. So that's my first cut, giving me my first part of my angle, moving up 2.5 inches, or moving over 2.5 inches to give me that nice diamond. That's 1. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. Okay, now these ones don't really matter, nor this, because we had the 2 layers because they were short. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, did I miss the last cut? Oh, it's right there already. Okay. Put everybody in their kind of little perspective spot sort of thing, their little pack of 4s together. So I don't get them confused because I'm doing each one with certain blocks. And I don't want to mess it up. So this and this and this is extra. That's another one there. 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 Little note cards. Okay, there we go. Those two got nibbed off on the tippy tips. Okay, so now I just need to cut the white, and then I can start doing 4 of them together. What did I do with the white? Oh, here it is. Okay, just need to cut 1 strip. Oops, that was the iron. There we go. Clearly went for a dive. All right, yeah, I really like this pretty textured white. Okay, so let's cut 1 strip because that's probably all we'll need. Like we've been needing just for the rest. So that really, you can bust your scraps quite easy if you just have, you know, a strip of this and a strip of that. Even if you had like, you know, 5 of one and 6 of another sort of thing. Could still be able to make a pretty quilt. All right, so there. Just pop that there. The bag. Okay, we'll cut 4. And we'll sew. And we'll sew. I'm so excited to sew. I can't wait. I don't mind cutting, but sometimes it's like, oh man. I think that's why pre-cuts were invented, I have to tell you. Because people just love to sew. And I thought, you know, great way to use a jelly roll or great way to bust your scraps, because a lot of people build their scraps with 2.5-inch strips. You know, they're done their project, it's the backing, they're just stripping it up to 2.5, put it in the baggie for the gray or whatever, and off you go. So this is a great way to help utilize those as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, bibbidi bobbidi boo. Put that over there. Okay, now here comes the fun part. How are we going to build this out? So we were hoping for the white in the center, right? Okay, so let's put that there. And let's get 1 of each of everybody in the pool. Let's put them off to the side here so I don't get them confused. I need my 4 over here. 3, 4. He's in the pool. You're up here. You're in the pool. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're up here. 3, 4. All right, I'll put everybody, so don't mix anybody up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3 up here. Okay, and in the pool, up here. Into the, oh no, are you in the pool already? No, you're not. Aha. There we go. We already got the white. Got that pretty purple. Pretty purple white. Dark purple. Sandy stone purple. That one. That one. That one. Who says you don't get your workout doing frickin' piecing? And bend and flex and bend and flex and plie and plie. All right. It's dance class as well as sew class. All right, so let's pop these all off to the side. At least build 1 out. But I heard some of the pre-cuts aren't always 2.5. Like sometimes they're bigger than 2.5, and then you got to cut them again. You might as well just cut it the first time around, because how is that saving you anything? Okay, so now remember this is 5 by 5. So shouldn't I actually be having 25? Oh, you know what? I think I got to cut 4 more colors. Oh, math is not good for me today. All right, hold on. Whoops. I think I have a couple more colors. I think I had a dork moment. Oh, snaggle fries. Did somebody notice I made a boo-boo and didn't know how to count? Counting's not so gooders today. Nope, nope. Fails on the countings. Okay. That's too close to that one. Could always make a smaller diamond, but that's not what I was out for, so. Whoopsies. Just trying to lace them out. See, that almost looks pink now, even though it's purple. But it's such a light shade of purple. See, yeah, I do. Oh, Snuggles. I do. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess it's 5 is up there. I'm gonna sniff here for a moment. Pick 5 more colors. Boo! But I do like it. I like how it's coming together. Shoot happens is right, says the lead. All right, put the pile there. Put all the buddies over there. Now I gotta pick, what, 5 more colors? Oh, the stress. Stress involved. All right. Okay. Plug on, says Pam. Okay. I got a couple of chocolate carbonations to get me going. All right. 5 more. I may have to bring that burgundy out then. Might have that dark contrast we were hoping for. Okay, so that's 1, 2. I don't want to use any flannel. I have this, but I'm not sure if I got 2 strips of that, if I can get 8 pieces out of it, because I know it's a 2.5-er, isn't it? Oh no, it's a 2. Okay, well there's always that. There's always that. Is there some of that? Or is that a 2 as well? Oh no, that's a 2. Oh, bibbidi bob. Okay, there's always some of that. And, oh, there we go. Get this party started. Get it started in here. Oh, do. Is that enough purple? Nope. Oh, snaggle fragrance. Oh, what's this? Ooh, oui, I like the purple. Whoa. Shake it down. Does it look lovely? Hold on, what else is in here? What else is in here? That's too small, my dear. That might do, and that might do. And Scooby-Dooby-Doo. All right, okay. Bye, Nadine. Laters. Going out to dinner. See y'all later. Big hugs, big hugs. Okay, so here's 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't really like that one. So 5 is either going to be this one, or that one. That almost looks blue, doesn't it? But it is purple. Does each second have to be the same? Can't it be scrappy, or does that? I'm not sure how it would work for the Lonestar. I thought it just doing it as enough scrappy, like obviously 25 different colors per blade. So that was the second one. That was this one. Nope, this one, right? Wasn't it? Not the one that looks like blue. No, I didn't think so either. It's almost too much blue. Okay, so we'll use those ones. I think when I try it again, I would like to do like total scrappy, like whatever color it chooses to be, probably blue, because that's probably what it'll be. And I'll probably do it like a 4-inch and see where that gets me, and then just make it out to a wall hanging, or like make it just like the star, like quilt it out so it's like the star, like I did the tree skirt, and it can be like the picnic table cover or the dining room table, and just have it like this funky star sort of thing, you know, why not? Okay, so I got my 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there we go. We'll get the show on the road. Slight sidetrack, sorry. I thought I had my maths all wrapped around it, but I did not. It probably would be. I just thought I'd try and put a little bit, because it was for Auntie Julie and not for myself. I thought I'd try to put a little bit of, like, what is it, continuity in it? Is that the right word? I'm always asking Pop to see if I always got the right word. Yeah, so the same kind of prettiness all the way around, but still have that scrappy kind of look. But I don't see why you couldn't, Robin. Now that was actually my original idea, and I thought, well, maybe I should put a little bit more of, you know, some sort of structure and, you know, consistency to it. So that's how we came up with doing it the 20 different colors and go from there. So, well, hence it should have been 25 different colors, but you know, we're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Nope, not perfect. Do, but we will get these 5 done. I just want to see how it looks, and then, you know, there I can judge. You know, I love how the green Scrappy one turned out with the Bargello, with that little pop of yellow and that little pop of gold. You know, 2 colors you probably would never think to put with green and per se, but yet they look so good together. You know, put that there and that there. And since you just need just a tiny little bit, you could do this with, like I say, with just a couple colors, and still be, you know, still be fine, you know, and still would add that whole Lone Star effect. Exactly. There's no adventure if you're not making mistakes or just living by the seat of your pants. So cut that in half, a couple more, and then we can get some piecing together, because I'm very excited for that part. I love to see something come together with all my hard work of cutting and cutting and cutting and cutting. I need progress. I'm perfect at making mistakes. That is me. That is me. But the thing is, it's whatever. It's, you know, I made a boo-boo. Moving on. Learn from it. Don't worry about it. I guess if something bothers me that much after I've finished piecing it together, I'll go back and fix it. If I'm like, I can't keep my eyes away from that one section, I made a mistake or what have you, then I'll do something else. I'll take it out and fix it and move on. Is that it? 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like I'm missing one. Did I do? Oh, 5. Fell on the floor. Okay. Oh, actually, this is it's a big square piece. You get sneaky with me, are you? I see you. This just has a little bit, it's like a little lavender purple and then a medium purple in it. So it's like different shades of purple, but it almost kind of reads a little bit white against some other colors. So it'll help complement those other ones that are a little bit lighter as well. Balance it out, right? Balance, dark and light. I think it adds movement, right? Okay, so pop that there, that's there. Okay, now we can cut our last 5. Sorry about the math mistake. And we let at least one of these together before we call it for a show. Because I really want to see what it looks like. Yeah. And then you just imagine 7 more just like it. And you're rocking and rolling. Do. All right, and this one. There we go. Now we can do some cuts. Right on top, following the 45. Making sure I've got lots of space to go down. Lining them up. Okay, over 2.5. 1, 2.5. 1, 2.5. 2. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, now we'll put those off to the side. Hopefully I got everybody. Got full cuts, hopefully. Okay, Now we need to put one of those in there, one of those in there, one of those in there, and one of those in there, and one of those, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. Got our other 5 done. Okay, now move our stack back. Here we go. Oh, what's, oh yeah, let's leave them in there. It's all a learning process, right? So, and you think to yourself, you know what? I know what didn't work for me, and then I know what can work. Pop was stirring dinner and adding the rest of the stuff, which I didn't have to do. So awesome. All right, turn on the machine. Wasn't even on. All right, so here's my middle. That's my pretty white with the flowers. I'd like to go that right in the middle per se of the diamonds. I like to have some more darker colors, purples around it, but we could certainly always try and pick out the ones that complement it the best. That really does look pink. I don't know, I'm questioning that one. Should I keep it? It's almost too pink, but it's really just a light purple. I don't know, now I'm wondering. Let's go 5 across, 5 down. Try and balance them out a bit. Nope. Put them on the outside here. There we go. 2, 3. There. 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 Keep it, yeah? It might add that little pop in there, you know what I mean? Little pop of color after the fact, sort of thing, after it's all together. Okay, so that's 4. Let's move a little bit down here. 5, 5, 5. Okay, here. Oh, did I cut one too many? Oh, no, I didn't. Because after all that, did I cut one too many? I was like, that's it, I'm going to the bar. No, I'm kidding. Okay, that's not in the center. So move that out. Put him there. There we go. Can we see that? Oh, yeah, sorry, I didn't see that. I was building around and I didn't make the finish until, yeah, I noticed it was off. So thank you. What's a great idea? Put the plum at the very bottom. Oh, oh, as the points all come together. Ooh, there we go. I'm liking that. And we'll put a nice light one at the top. How's that? The pinky purple one that I think is the pinky purple. The darker at the bottom, the movie at the there we go. And now I need to switch this one out because it needs to balance. Needs to balance visually for my eyeball. How's that look? Yes, we are, Vicky. I see you. What are you doing? Where you been? We've been here for like an hour and a half waiting for you. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Vicky. Better? It's a little bit more balanced, right? It's one of the diamonds for the Lonestar. And I chose 20 different colors, white being, you know, the accenty piece because it's also going to be in those triangle bits. That's the same color that's going to be in the triangle bits, but I haven't decided whether I want to do that a little bit scrappy like. I gotta think about that first. So, yes, I like it. 2 lights together at point, I would move apart. These two. $25 different colors. Thank you. 25 different colors. I cut 20 and wondered why I wasn't getting the math right. It was one of those moments. Okay, so move that one. Maybe we'll move it to here. Or is that, no, because that would be another 2 light points next to each other, so let's not do that. Let's move it to here and put that up there. That way it's a little bit dark. How's that? Does that look okay? Because I'm going to take a picture of this so I don't mess it up when I start sewing it together. Cookies and cheesecake. I'm all over that. Better? I think so too, because I can see it in the camera too, and it's more balanced that way. It's almost looking like a little bit of patchwork there. Move the dark on the outside top. This one. Is that the one? Then where should I move that to? Maybe. No, that's too similar of color. No, that's too light. That's too much the same. Or was it this one? Or this one? Okay, so if it wasn't that one, maybe just shift them. Balances that out a bit. Below the white. Oh, down here? Or this one? It's so hard. This game is hard. I'm not playing this game right. Below the white. I don't know which one. No, as you have. Run to 3 of those fabrics. Okay, I'm confused. What are you doing? Hi, Sophie. Where are you? Where are you, Luluvi? Come say hi. Come say hi. Come on. Come say hi to the peoples. Say hi. Say yo, Rovies. Second row from us, piece 2 and 3. Right here? Are too close in color, or these? Start numbering the pieces and tell me to shift 1 and 2 to 2 to 5. Hi, Sylvie Lovey. Hello. I think they mean swap the light pinkish one with the dark one next to it. Did I win bingo yet? Bingo! The 2 purple by the white. These 2, is that what you're thinking? So if I move that one there, move this one up and this one over. Yay, I got some right! Oh, I didn't think we were ever going to get there. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I think that looks a little bit better too. Better, better. Bingo! Yay! Stop. Leave it. Okay, taking a picture. Where's my phone? Okay, phone in hand. On to camera mode. Smile! Okay. Okay, now get that all in there. There. Oh, now what? The row in the right, row, fourth, second from the left. Cheese, exact. Group hug. Okay, the row on the right, so this would be this one. Fourth, second one in, row second from the left. Leave it, it's great? Okay, good. I kind of like it the way it is right now. It's got a little bit of even darks around. Maybe, I just think probably move this to there, but then that's too light over there, so, okay. Now look at the picture I took, okay. If I can find the app to find out where the pictures are, hold on. It's in here somewhere. There we go, photos. Okay. Get you sideways. Yeah, I like it. And yeah, I could spend the whole day changing them. I like it the way it is. It's just enough. Just enough contrast between. Very cute. What? No, you were being a pain in the bum earlier. But apparently you want your time. Come on. Hey, before I sew, let's go. Come on. Come on, make it quick. Let's go. Up, up, up. There you go. I am. I'm going to leave it. Now I got to do that 7 more times. Well, 4 for this side and then 4 for the other side. Say hi, everybody. I'm Clive. I meow really loud at 3 a.m. and 5:30. Okay, hold on. Exchange the middle of the 3rd row. These two? Meow. Exactly. No, from the bottom. Oh, these 3? There is enough difference in this right here. Like maybe it's just because of the camera. It does look similar on the camera, but there's enough difference in the blocks. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's a good idea. Tree bear, I like that. It's a good idea. The white doesn't look right dead center? No? Well, we can always put this in the middle, and that at the end. He can be cute sometimes. Not at 3 a.m. though. Not at all at 3 a.m. I kind of like the white in the middle. But we'll put it back. All right, I'll put that there. There we go. Oops, need to flip it around. It's almost hard to see the right side and the wrong side. Okay, sewing time. Say bye. Meow, meow, meows. Go find something cuddly to hang out in. Okay, sew time. So, high performance foot, high performance plate, pink thread because I can. Now how to start. All right. I'll work my way row by row, okay? Now making sure that I have little tips that are gonna stick out on either side, because when flipped, it's what's gonna make it look like a continuous line, okay? See? It's gonna make it look like just like that. So we need to have that little tip on either side of our little edges, okay? Cutting's always the hard part. Takes forever. No, it doesn't. Not really. Okay, wake Mr. Nomi up here. Just enough to hold together. They didn't even do a tester one of this. I'm saving it all for you guys. Bye, Sue. Hope you have a great week. We'll see you on Wednesday, Long Arm Wednesday. All right, that didn't quite line up as I was hoping it would. Seems a little off. See what I mean? Like this whole end over here is off. Maybe I didn't move it over enough. Hold on. First seam when we're already using our seam ripper. Whoa. That's never good. Okay. Need to find a better way to make sure those line up. It's almost like dealing with the parallelograms, right? And of course, you could totally have done this with the parallelogram, but I just thought how we could use our rulers and our boards and figure it out. So, because not everybody has an AccuQuilt cutter, so. And I'm sure they would like to do this Lonestar, and even though they show you how to do it with the ruler, sometimes it's easier to having other people show you and explain it all at the same time. So, all right, let's try this again, shall we? Take 2. All right, so that was the upper corner. This was the bottom one. Bibbidi bobbidi. All right, so maybe we needed to go a little less. Okay. Do like a pin, and like I've done before, like a faux sew sort of thing, so you can kind of see how things are lining up. Do a little pin there, and then flip. That seems much better. I don't think I had too much tips on either side. It didn't. I was giving it too much, and it didn't need to be that much. Okay. So right from edge to edge. Nope, that didn't do as well as I was anticipating. Oh, well, let's... Maybe when you get them sewn together, maybe when pressed. Is that more than 2.5? Like, first, is my angle wrong? Okay. Let's do some more. We'll figure this out. What machine? I want a machine like what? Oh, this one here? It's a beast. It's a beast burden. Okay, I'm clearly doing something wrong here. It's obvious. It's the lining up. I am not getting it right. So I need to figure that out first before I can proceed. Because other than that, this is not going to work out. This one's just going to get frustrated, and I don't need to be frustrated. Because then you get my angry eyes on. You don't want to see my angry eyes. No, you don't. They're very angry. Nothing's good when Laurelyn's got angry eyes on. All right. Okay. So the others, the other way instead of, it's still the same principle. You still have to line it up along that edge, right? So it's getting that edge the right way. But if you're thinking across would be easier, I can try that. Trying to, you have to visually see it, line it up, and then flip, right? Okay. So if you line it up, that is edge to edge. Nice smooth line right there. So if we take that and we flip, it seems like it's going right from corner to corner. But then when you get it sewn together, you got it seems like a 3/4 of an inch out. So, all right, let's try it again. Maybe I didn't do enough of one. Make sure that's the right way. If it was going, yes, so that would be the right seam. It's always with those weird little angles. How you fight with it to get it right. Could have swore she said the corners hang over just a little bit, so that's what I was trying to do. Still didn't work out well for me, no? See, that's a little bit better on the one side. The other side just sucks. Maybe that's why they did it 3 inches. You can't get it to line up properly. But I don't see why the difference would be 2.5 to 3 inches. At this point, I'm going to have to make it work. So that one, the top is nice. The bottom, I don't know, a little bit more to be desired. But I'm sure as I get the practice through all the seams, you know. Move it just a little closer. It's hard to get it right tweaked in between. We just kind of, there we go. See, that's not too bad. Yeah, sew a few together, you know, you get the hang of it, you know. Probably going to trim them anyways. They're all going to get sewn together. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'm not worried. I'll get her. I will conquer. I'm the winner. That's what's going on. There, that one's much better. Oh my gosh, that the third one there looks bang on. It's just a matter of practice. I think it's just a matter of lining it up, and then away you go. See, does that look much better? Much better the third time around. 4th, 5th, 6th, whatever. Much better. There we go. Okay. Just a matter of getting it. That's all. Okay. Now, how did I do that? It was a little tip on either side. But I guess it's just the way it flipped. The other one didn't seem like it was doing the right flip. But what do I know? I just wing it. Get her done! They're pretty, aren't they? They're very pretty. I've been wanting to do purple for a while. Okay. There we go. That one's a little bit better too. Getting there. So that's row 1. Okay. So we'll leave that there, and I'll press after each row. So let's try and get this one. We'll build the rows this way, and then we'll attach them to each other. Okay. Just enough. David, the purple people eater. One-eyed, one-horn, flying purple people eater. You say, please tell me I'm not the only one who knows that song. There we go. Those ones are much, much better. So it's just a matter of practice. Lining them up and getting some practice, you know. By the time I do the 8th one, it'll be beautiful. And I'll be ready and prepped for the next one. The goal was to try and learn something off of every single Scrappy quilt that I did. And I think I have, and then some. Not necessarily just one thing, but a few things. Shine in the dark. All right, this when we go. All right, so here. And then we got 2 rows done. That's coming together fast once we figured our stuff out. Just a matter of doing, right? Oh, that would be kind of cool. Yeah, a little bit of black sashing in between. That would be beautiful. I like how you're thinking. That's beautiful. Do, 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 do. All right. I can't wait to set my hammock up. Oh, I'm missing my hammock. It was almost sunny enough out there today. I might come Tuesday. I think it's supposed to be 16 on Tuesday. 16 degrees. Oh, I'm so excited. Doesn't take much. Anything in the double digits. I'm so sick and tired of wearing layers, you know. As much as I love crossing guard, I don't want to wear all the 12 layers all the time. You know, 2 pairs of socks, my big rubber boots, my shirt, my undershirt, my hoodie, my big coat, my scarf, my mitts. like 7 months of getting dressed for winter, I've had it. I am done. D-O-N-E, done. Exactly, Vicky. All right, there we go. You can really tell it's coming together with the purple and the white there. Looks quite pretty. There we go. We'll have 3 rows almost done. Oh yes, Pam and I tell you, you know, she's wearing like you know, leggings and then sweatpants and then outdoor pants. You know, you gotta, you know, you have to put your layers on. It's not like you could just wear one outfit sort of thing, right? You got to keep those layers of cold from getting at you. You know, it's minus 28 and with the wind chill, and you're standing out there for, you know, almost an hour the first time around and about 45 minutes to 50 minutes for the second time around. So, you know, it does wear on you. It makes you tired too, especially fighting the wind. Two pairs of socks. Yep, 2 pairs of socks. Always 2 pairs of socks. All right, there's 1, 2, and 3 coming together. I'm liking that. Very, very fun. Very fun. Oops. Hope you were in that sequence. There we go. And then I'll press each row, and then we'll put the rows together. Yeah, the way the lady from Jordan Fabric, she kept everything together so she wasn't losing her placement. But because I'm doing such a scrappy collection, I thought it would just confuse me the way she was having it sewn together, because she didn't even break threads. She just sewed, and then sewed the second on to the, you know, so on and so forth. And, you know, I'm not ready for that yet. Maybe next one. I think doing the Lonestar in like red, white, and blue would be beautiful. And of course you can always block out the diamonds to look like a bird or something like that, or an extra star in the center or what have you. There's lots of ideas. Hello, Kelly. Gorgeous day in Chilliwack. It's gorgeous day here too. Well, it's just after lunch for you, isn't it? It's like supper time here. Supper time. That's a good movie. Little Shop of Horrors with Rick Moranis. It's one of my favorite movies when I was a kid. I don't know why, but I love that movie. It was a musical. I think that was my first musical I went to as a date. It was fun. It was a great movie. I still have the soundtrack today. And I play it every now and again. Yeah, it's been a nice change, a very welcome change to what we had last weekend. So, and we were lucky. We had our generator. We have a generator that does our pellet stove for heat. It also does, you know, can put the fridge on and, you know, can at least, you know, keep it so we're not losing anything in our freezer and stuff like that. So it's not a massive one. It does necessities, charge devices if need be, so on and so forth. So that's always nice. But it's not nice not to have to use it, but it's also nice to know that it's there when you do need it. So. Oh, what temperature? We were loving the temperatures. Okay. Last row. Feedy fidy fo, last row. Doody doody doo. Good night, Caroline. Have a fantastic sleep. Yeah, feed me Seymour. Feed me. Oh, I love that. It's a great movie. Good laughs. I was a little scared of the dentist guy for a while there, but that, you know, he's harmless enough. He meets his maker in the end. It's okay. Because he was so mean. Aw, thanks for liking it, Sharon. What you doing, Lovi? Are you barking at the peoples? Are you sniffing at the peoples? Everybody's out walking their dog today. How can you blame them? It's gorgeous out. Hello. I know. What you doing? Come over on this side. That way they can see you. Put your head on my lap. Hi. They can't see you over there. Come over on this side. Come over on this side. There we go. Hi. I don't think they can see you there either. There you go. Can you? Can you see the happy butt? You can see the bit of the happy butt and the happy snout. I know. She wants to go outside and PLAY with the BALL. And she knows how to spell. At least I know she knows the words. Oh, I don't know. Waggy tail, yeah. Waggy tail. Call him a happy butt girl. Okay, so here's our 5 little rows together. Hello, Rofies. Hello, Rofi. Okay, Mama's got to work. Okay, you gonna scoot? You gonna hide under my desk like you were earlier? Okay, scoot, scoot. Thank you. Good girl. We'll play out after. All right, now I want to press each row. And I don't want to lose them in the placement they're in, so I'm just going to do that and then move them back as I sew them. All right. It's going to be so fun to put this one together. I'm so excited. Okay. I'll do dooey doo doo dooey doo. Okay, one more. I like to get a barbecue. We have a smoker, but I like to get a barbecue. Like a barbecue. So we do like steaks and hamburgers and stuff. All right, now that is our beautiful diamond. All right, now I think you need to be paying attention to where they cross over, these seams, where those little seams are going to cross over. So I should, so they can nest. They're going, see how some are going one way and some are going the other? And that way they just flip and flop to each other. The little points flip and flop, see? Right here and right here. They're opposite of each other. So I think I'm going to do a little faux sew here, right at those little intersections, to make sure. I don't really want to use the seam ripper again, but I will if I have to. It's not like I'm afraid of it. I'll do what I gotta do in the name of sewing love. Okay, what are you doing? What are you sniffing on the floor? You're a weird doggy sometimes. All right, now do that little faux sew sort of thing, and then flip it. And it's kind of close. No, not really. Okay, so how do we get it so it's closer? Aha, okay. You almost have to cross the seams. Okay, move it up a smidge. Okay, move it up a smidge. It's almost like even if you're crossing on the one side, but you actually have to cross on the other side of it to get all those little seams to match up pretty darn close. All right, so I think I got it there. We'll find out after I get it sewn whether I got a seam rip it. Seam ripper's my best friend. Okay, just got to make sure they're snuggling up against each other. The pins out. Take a little look. Make sure you got them kind of crossing over. Okay, that's two of them. Let's take a look. Ooh, I did pretty good. Ooh, that's excited. Ooh, looks good. I'm happy with that. All right. All right, now we're going to press that, and then I'll show you how. Well, the first two were good. Now the last two weren't so fantastic. Oh, good gravies. We have to whip that apart. Well, there. See, the first two were good, and then the other two, not so much. That's okay. I'll learn. It'll be better. I'll get better as I go. Not going to stress about it, or I'll never get anything done. Okay, so line this one up. Don't sweat the small stuff. It's not going to gain you anything in life. So put that there. Put a couple pins in. Yes, Deb. Sometimes the seam ripper's the best friend. Or what the best friend is when Pop has the seam ripper and is helping. Then that's really the best friend. Okay. Okay, better. Pretty good. Hey, I'll take 2 out of 3. As the Meatloaf song says, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Okay, that one seems a little way off. Okay, try that again. All right, pretty good. All right, row 3, going on. Take a look at those. Top one's a little off. Second one's a little off. See, make this a little bit better. Not so much off. Like I said, the last one's going to be phenomenal. I'll put that one at the very top in the center. Oops. Oh no, that's the one. I was like, oh, did I make a mistake already? Oh my gosh. Would be just like me though. Okay, press that. All right, now this row. Okay. And last but not least, the other one. Okay. Line that up just a little bit better. Now that we got all our pieces cut, it'd be easy to sew the diamonds shapes together next weekend for sure. Probably get 2 or 3 of them done. Excuse me. Yeah, definitely some of those seams need to be tweaked, but I'll promise to try and get better as I go along. It's the promise I can make to myself. So. Okay, last but not least, sorry. Oh, catnip. Our cat loves catnip. We put some, we always plant some for him. And we make sure his little lead can get himself into the garden where the catnip is, so he can chew at what he wants and roll around with whatever he wants. Yes, the cat has his own little catnip patch. Okay, line those up. And this will be our first one done. Very excited. Actually got something done today. Drum roll. Yes, it's a project. It doesn't have to be perfect. No one said it ever had to be perfect. Okay, so that was going to be in the center on the bottom. That was going to be at the top. So there's one. What do we think? I think it looks kind of pretty. You can see it that way. Show you a bit more of the colors. Hello, Tina's grandchildren. Happy you're watching. Now listen to Grandma. I kind of like it. I really do. And then, like I said, 7 more all the way around. Maybe I'll try and get one done during the week and maybe tweak a couple of these seams. You didn't really look too good, did you? But like I said, I promise by the time I get to the next one, I bet y'all have improved a little bit more. So it's just a matter of tweaking it and you know, and making it your own, really. So I know you're trying to Donna Jordan's. Oh, it does, Kelly. I know, I'm pretty sure it does because she's got her own little things and how she sets it up and so on and so forth with the colors. But yeah, I thought take a pattern that was free, how to adapt it to what I want to do with it and make something for someone. So yeah, so then we're going to leave it as that for today. So thank you everybody for watching and sticking around and seeing this beautiful little project come together. And now I got all these 25 sets of 3s here to put in another. So yeah, got 100 more little triangles there for that one. So certainly busts into your stash and you can get quite a collection quite fast. So, all right, thanks everybody. We will see you on Long Arm Wednesday. And then we'll see you and also see you next weekend as well. So, okay, take care. See ya. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.